Take two. Take three. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. As you get here, make sure that you say hello and let me know you're here. Let me pull this up on my phone real quick. Is it working? No. So let's try again. Goodness gracious. Why? What is going on? There we go. All right. Whew. All right. Having some technical difficulties today. All right, so we are live, and I apologize for being 7 minutes late, but oh my gosh. So this is a take two because I started it already and then nothing was connecting. So we're just going to go ahead and get straight to our affirmation and journal prompt and share with you guys. And make sure you let me say hello and let me know that you're here when you arrive. All right, so our affirmation for today is, I am worthy of every dream I carry. I have everything within me to rise, to grow, and to thrive. Good, right? So let this be a reminder that you're not chasing something outside of you. You're activating what is already within. And this is a really, really important distinction because most of the time we're searching for the magic outside of us, right? And it's all in here. We've just got to open it up and realize how worthy we are, right? I mean, we have these amazing gifts and talents that most of the time we hold them in from fear, and a lot of those fears are the fear of somebody else's opinion about them or somebody question that we don't feel like we can answer. And so there's a lot of fears that go around that actual thing, right? Of feeling confident in ourselves. So it's a beautiful thing. So remember, anything that comes after the words I am are ultra powerful. And we have I am statements that we say all the time that we're not even aware of. So definitely this is a reminder too, to be more aware of what you say after the words I am, because you want to make sure that those statements are powerful. And so when you're looking and noticing, as you begin to notice more and more, when you say the words I am and what comes after, you'll start seeing whether they're powerful phrases or not. And maybe you can make them more powerful. But if they're not powerful, you have the opportunity when you recognize it to stop where you are and say, wait a minute, I can say this better, and change what you're saying. Give yourself a more powerful I am statement. Okay. All right. So, and I'm moving a little bit fast today because I have another call to get onto. And the thing is, I swear I was really, really working on getting on here a little bit earlier, and technology was not my friend so much, right? All right, so hold on a second. Whoop. Oh, I delete that. That's all I need to do. Delete. Okay, got it. All right, so our journal prompt for today. What does thriving look like for me right now? And what part of me is ready to rise, even if I've been holding it back? So what part of you has been kind of holding back? And sometimes we hold back with speaking our truth. Sometimes we hold back with exercising our boundaries. Sometimes we hold back with believing in ourselves or just making that next step. And so where have you been holding yourself back? And so I'm going to, let's go back to our affirmation. So you put this on your index card, the screensaver on your phone, your sticky notes, put it somewhere that you are reminded this affirmation because it's pretty powerful. I am worthy of every dream I carry. So remember, if you did not have the capacity to fulfill that dream, you wouldn't have the dream. You have the capacity, and most of the time we are holding ourselves back, making excuses, seeing why we can't instead of why we can. And so it's all a reframe in how you're looking at things, right? And and it's interesting. For most of my life, I completely fell into that. I wish I didn't have those dreams because it felt like they were so far away that I'd never reach them, and it made me feel bad. And so I even tried to talk myself into being satisfied with nothing, but I couldn't do it. It was like I still had this thing within me that I wanted something different for my life, even though it was uncomfortable, because the comfortable thing would have been to sit back and do nothing and live however that was, right? That would have been comfortable in the moment, but not comfortable long term. And I finally got to this place where I was willing to have the discomfort in the moment to have the beautiful thing as I'm going through in the end, right? But things most of the time do not show up how we envision. So it's also being open to this dream that I have. I don't know how it's going to happen, and I don't have to know. I just have to listen to my inner guidance, to my God voice, and take the next step. And that's where a lot of people fall off, is because they have the dream, they believe in the dream, they're open to it happen any old way, but they don't take the step, because you can't reach that dream without a step. Now, it doesn't mean you're working hard. It doesn't mean any of that. It means that this intuitive hit will come to you about what the next step is, right? So I hope you're understanding me. If you're not, pop it in the comments. And then our journal prompt. And what I always recommend is that you take some time to sit in total silence. You have gotten your notebook out, your journal out, you've written the date, the affirmation, the journal prompt, and you've spent 10 to 15 minutes in silence after you've said that out loud, and you just focused on your breath and got into this place where you have this inner guidance, this inner voice, this God voice. You can hear it because it's always talking to us, always. Most of the time, we've got so much chatter going on that we don't even hear a word it's saying. Or it's kind of like it's a little what would it come? Is it gargled? Whatever it is. It's kind of like what you hear is Charlie Brown's mother, wah, 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 right? But when you tap into that silence and that inner voice, you can hear things so much clearer and get so much inspired action, right? So the journal prompt, what does thriving look like for me right now? So you really want to tap into, what is that? What does thriving look like? Not just surviving, but thriving. And in our Rewrite Your Money Story program, what I'm really working to help people to do is start living through their excess, the excess of abundance that they have, the overflow. Because most of us don't even think we have an overflow, but we'll start living from our overflow. And it's a beautiful thing, right? We have a meeting tomorrow, and that's one of the things we're going to be discussing is our overflow. So I kind of gave you a sneak peek. And then, so the second part of this is, what part of me is ready to rise, even if I've been holding it back? Now, this is the really good one, right? Because if you're anything like me, you have this amazing potential. You have this amazing voice, these stories, these ways that you can share with people, right? But then sometimes you just hold yourself back. And that used to be me. I would not talk to people about what I did. And it was like I just didn't have that identity yet. I was just a mom. I was a hairstylist. I was just, right? And so if you ever hear you're saying, I'm just, catch yourself, because you're not just anything. You are uniquely you. So what part of you is ready to rise? Really tap in. And when you do your silence, and then when you come out of that silent space and you start writing this down, just brain dump everything that comes, the first words that come to your mind, because that's where the power lies. That's where that inner guidance, that God voice is really talking to you. And it's time to really listen, because you deserve to do so much more, to have so much more. But you also deserve to let people know things that you can help them with, right? You deserve to have relationships where it just feels glorious on everybody's part, right? Not just one-sided. You also deserve to have financial abundance that maybe nobody else in your family has, but now you can. Maybe you also deserve to have a healthy body. There's so many things that you deserve just because you're freaking alive. You are a human being and you deserve to have everything, but you don't deserve it in the place where somebody just does it for you. That's not sustainable. That's not going to last. You want to have your heart filled with all this loving, this knowing that you have inside. All right. So like I said, I apologize for being late and then for being in a hurry to pop off here, but I have another call to get on. And I since I'm not doing this every day, I just wanted to make sure I got here with you guys today. And I will be seeing you on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And in the meantime, there are several programs that I'm part of right now. There's the Rewrite Your Money Story. We have the Mining Your Acres of Diamonds, the Hustle and Flow. There's also the, right now we're having the Drop 5 Pounds in a Week challenge. And it's just starting. Tonight's the first actual, we had a welcome yesterday, but tonight's the actual official gathering. So if you would like information about that, let me know. Maybe I'll just pop it in the comments, but it is going to be so much fun. We've got a lot of information, but we got a lot of amazing people that are already just blowing up the Facebook group with helping each other and sharing. So if you've been looking for a way to maybe drop the last 5 pounds from your goal, or even if it's the first 5 pounds or anywhere in between, I would love to have you there. And it is completely free. It is starting tonight through Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I will drop the link in the comments and you can come join us. But have a glorious, glorious afternoon, evening, and I will see you on Wednesday. And if you have any questions or anything, just drop it in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you put #replay. So I know when I come back that whether you were here or not, because it doesn't let me know exactly who's here unless they're commenting. So definitely let me know. And I will see you soon. Mwah.